what we're going to discuss next is if else statement. So in PHP, if else statement is similar to the PHP if statement. However, in if else statement, there is an optional else statement available to be executed if the specified condition evaluates to false. In other words, PHP if else statement is used to execute a block of code only if the specified condition evaluates to true. Otherwise, other block of code will be executed. Now I'm going to give you an example on how to make use of an if else statement. At first, we need to understand the syntax on how to construct your if else statement. First, we have to go with an if followed by the condition, and after that we are going to execute here using a curly bracket, and then what are the things that need to be executed if the condition is true. So on this part, code will be executed if the condition is true. After this one, there should be an else statement that evaluates when the condition is false, or the code will be executed if the condition returns to false. So this will come out or will pop out if the condition on top will be false. Now what I'm going to do here next is I'm going to make this one a comment so that a reminder on how to construct this condition or this if else statement. At first, I'll start with an HTML. So I'm going to name this one if else statement. The thing. At first, we are going to start with PHP, and then on PHP, this time we're going to declare a variable. Let's just say I'm going to set time, and then followed by the date function, and the date function supports a lot of this time, this record time. First, I'm going to declare a variable which is time, and I'm going to make use of the date function, and the date function supports R. So at this rate, I'll be using R. So I'm going to get the time of the day, and if it evaluates if it's already in the morning or it's already in the evening, and the code will either go with is it good morning or good evening. So at this rate, I'm going to make use now of this if else statement. I'll start with an if, and I'm going to evaluate if the time will be less than 2:20, meaning to say it will get the time if it's already less than 20 hours. So let's say from this part, and I have to have an echo. Let's just say good day, and then I'm going to put else with an echo good evening. Echo good evening. Like this. Now explain this one later on after we run this code. Alright, so let's save this file. I'm going to save this file. I'll go with my file, save as, same location, make sure that it's up inside the WAMP server or the WAMP folder, and then going to save here if else statement. So make sure the file type is php.php, so that if you're going to run this one, it will be accessible. Let's click save, and then we'll go with our browser. At this rate, I'm going to access localhost / if else statement.php. So if I hit enter, the output is good day. Now if you can see this one, it returns to a value or an output of good day, meaning to say pertaining that it's already in the morning. Now the only problem here that you will encounter is that this does not follow specifically your time zone, meaning to say it follows a different time zone, and there are ways on how to fix this problem. Now if you are going to assess this one, if you're going to see this one, the time of the day already is, my current time is already 11:48 p.m. meaning to say the output here should be good night. but then again, the output is good day. Like I said, it is because this time here, or the code that we have already used, already following, or it is following a different time zone. Now for us to fix this problem is that you can go with your PHP manual here, and then just visit php.net manual, and then you will find the function date, and then you can enter this code. So what we'll do here is that it will follow the specific timeline in your country. So these are the format that we can use. Now the best part about this PHP manual is that you can copy and paste these codes, because it is of course the manual for PHP. So this goes on update every now and then. Now we have the PHP 8 and so on and so forth, and then this will get an update if ever there will be an update for this code. So far so good. This is created around 6 years ago, and it still follows, or this still works. Okay, so it still follows the same format, the same syntax for you to have the proper date in your country and the proper time in your country. Now if we're going to go back in with this one, is that I can just make this one as a comment, just to see to it, or just to tell you, or just to show you that this is of course a problem if you're not going to set that one. Let's just say I'll start from PHP again, and then I'm going to set the time, and then on this time, oops, I'm going to set the time, and then following the same code, which is the R's, I'm going to get the R, and then what I'm going to do here is just to make an echo, and I'm going to print out the value of time. Now if we're going to save this one, Control S, and go back with this one, if else statement. If I refresh this one, it will print out the specific time of the day. So if I'm going to refresh this one, so it goes to 15, meaning that is around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. However, it's already in the evening. That's why we don't have any output of good day or good evening. Let's just say it should be good evening. Or going back with our code, like I said, if we're going to analyze the problem here, is that it does not follow our timeline. Okay, it does not follow our timeline. That's why we have a good day instead of a good evening. Now, but then again, what my focus here is on the if else statement. So this is how we're going to construct your if else statement. So if the condition is met, if this returns to true, this first line of code will be executed. If this returns to false, the second line of code will be executed. And that's how your if else statement works.